From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Mafe bringing that play to a halt. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Benson on the counter. And this one does not go far. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escapes the pocket. And that one hits the deck. No fear from that, trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. And they take him down right along the 30. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
First and 10 now from the 30. Another one for Gibbs. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They motion a receiver left. 2nd and 8. Connects on one to Jamison Williams. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Gibbs. Runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It's Benson on the give. Cuts it to the right, and he's out and clear. At the 20. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals cut it to a low point on the scoreboard. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals tie this game 7-7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Dadrian Taylor-Demerson getting there for the tackle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Again, it's Gibbs. A lot of grass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that gives the Lions the first.
Okay, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. You got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Look into the air here. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Hits the 20. And he makes the Mets go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. He missed the linebacker lurking, or he thought he could challenge him there and win. A 6-point mistake, Brock, either way.
Do you know, Kate, that you use that word as a verb, and quarterbacks, when we look at coverages, we use it as a noun. He's a lurker. You said he was lurking, and he was. And if you're not aware of that lurker, that free defender who's got eyes on you, well, they can make you pay just as he did.
Carlson's extra point is good. And the Cardinals take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Xavier Gibson now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. He puts some power on a deep one left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
He beams one deep right side. Big gain downfield. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get it down to a single point. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And Lions tie things up at 14. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Returnable from the 2. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Caught, nice gain left side. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Murray here on 1st down. Gets this one to Harrison. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and 1. Short pass brought in. He's out in the clear. Running down the left side. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals break the tie here in the 1st. Trey McBride, the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They'll be hoping for a lengthy drive here with where they're starting out. Airing it out on 1st down. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing from the gun. He's trying to go deep again. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So they're left facing third and long.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back to throw now. He's loaded another one up. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He'll throw it yet again. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit. They give to Gibbs on the option. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second and 3 now. They'll go right side with Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Gibbs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now try Gibbs again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Lions can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Handoff headed left to Benson. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Cardinals first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, and they go right back to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Staying on the ground with Benson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Turning to Benson on 3rd. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. No gain on the play. Defense holds yet again, and now it's 4th and a yard.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They snap it to Murray. He rolls to his right. He finds him beyond the marker. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Benson now from the gun. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. 2nd and 6 now. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're left with 4th and short. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock. But, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
He throws a bullet to the set. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Arizona. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Gibson now to return. Returns looking good so far. And he goes out of bounds to hand them excellent field position up across the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. He sends this one to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Quick slant, that's Williams. And they get this down to the 28. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Pass play now. It is caught left side. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That was Max Melton who hauled him down there. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Still sticking with the passing game. He's got it near the 8. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. He's off to the races. Into the red zone. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. 2nd time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough 2nd pick-6 to watch.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Gibson now to return. He's out of bounds on that return, Brock, as that takes us into the break. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Gibson now to return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Getting right back to it after that interception. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Detroit. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They give up the gut to Benson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
This spring, a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Going to the ground again on first. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. The line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and long. The Cardinals out for the punt. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Lions will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Coming right is Gibbs. He cuts back left. There he goes on the right side. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions tie this game 35 apiece. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Now Kyler. Able to get it to Benson. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. Kyler looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block, and then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Slot man motioned over. Another one for Gibbs. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. He'll throw it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. The 40. At the 20. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw complete to Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To throw it on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to throw. Gets himself free. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. So as they face 4th down, on comes Corey Bajorquez to kick. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Cardinals football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. It's Benson on the give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Benson once more. And he's brought down for a loss. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Cardinals have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Murray. Hits his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. He puts some power on a deep one, and they pick him off again! And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Motioning one of the tight ends. Benson on 1st and 10. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. A give left side to Benson. And they'll stop him after a minimal gain, down to about the 36. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. Now Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be their football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Escapes a defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Third down, 1 yard to go. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he'll get it up to the 44. That's a pickup of 9. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Right, that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, that was a matchup successful for this offense.
He's throwing deep to the left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. You've got second down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down. They'll throw it again. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit. He'll throw it yet again. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. That's what he knows he should have had. And it sets up second down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
This is Gibbs on second down. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. And the Cardinals getting 2 extra defensive backs out there. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw. This one's taken in by Otten. And they make this stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Motioning the tight end now. Here he is to throw. This throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here he is to throw. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Motioning left is their running back. Desperation time here on fourth. He's got it on the slant. And in for the Detroit touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for two and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this two-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll look to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. On now comes their punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They've got 1st down from the 31. Setting up to pass. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! And the Cardinals take possession of the football. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's able to take this one down to the 25. And now they call the timeout. Oh, Brock, what a play to get him into range. And now they can win it all as time expires. So here's Daniel Carlson with the game in the balance. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Toward that left upright, and no good! It bounces off! Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. Now hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Completes this one to Otten. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because he threw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. In off to Gibbs from the gun. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Throwing now on 1st down. And they pick him off again. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. Hits the 20. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And in overtime, it was their defense who actually came up with the heroics. Not by making a stop, but by being the ones to score that game-ending touchdown. What an unexpected and exciting way to conclude this incredible ball game. So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back. I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth.